I can't believe what I'm seeing. Want to know what solo van life in Europe is really like? In our last video, Nigel and I arrived in Albania. We explored a little bit together before I had to take him to the airport to go back to work. Now I have 6 weeks in this van alone. The last couple of times he has been away, I've been in the UK house sitting. So this is the first time that I'm spending 6 weeks alone in this van. And it's also different because I've got a friend coming to join me. Yay!
Here she comes! Hello! Pulling our phones out. How are you? I'm good, how are you?
A fellow Aussie named Helen, who is also a van lifer, and she's driving through Albania on her way to Greece to meet up with her partner. Now, because of the whole Schengen thing, I can't go into Greece, but we've decided to do a little bit of a road trip through southern Albania, check out the Riviera, and see what Albania is really like as a solo female van lifer. We caught the bus into Tirana to explore the capital. We visited Skanderbeg Square, the Bunkart 2 Museum, the cathedral, the mosque. We climbed the pyramid, met some lovely people, and had some great food and drinks. We're going to do a deep dive into all the best things to do in Tirana in our next video, but for now, it's time for these two girls to take a road trip. I was so nervous about driving. We took off with me nervously leading the way and Helen following. It's all fun and games here. There's people pushing in and we're coming through the airport. Traffic's crazy and there's bloody trucks coming and oh my God. Helen just had to stop and adjust her mirror, so she's not far behind. So one of the things that we had heard about Albania was how crazy the drivers are. Just watch these guys, like the way they overtake one another, and he's overtaking. Oh God, look, oh my God. Why didn't he just pop in front of me? Here comes the one in front of me. I better slow down a bit so he can get past me. Shut your eyes. Jesus. I can't believe these drivers. And I gotta say, like, the motorways aren't too bad. Like, you hear a lot about how terrible the roads are in Albania. The motorways are actually okay. The spirit of capitalism and free enterprise is alive and well here. Look at these guys selling fish in the middle of a roundabout. I'm now on the motorway between Durrës and Vlorë. Now it actually is a motorway. This is obviously a brand new motorway. While some of the roads in Albania might be terrible, they're not all terrible. Just coming into Vlorë now. People double parking again, as usual. So I've done this really dodgy parking job in the middle of the roundabout. Right behind me is the police. They don't seem too worried. And I've just come here to Vlorë gas to get my gas bottle filled. The price for the gas here is 130 lek per kilo, meaning that 10 kilos is 1,300 lek, or 13 euro. In Bari, I think we paid 45 euro to fill the bottle, 11 kilos. You can get gas quite easily here in Albania, and it's cheap. Look at the store manager. The big question is, will he help me get it back in the van? There's no way I'm going to be able to lift it in there. I think it weighs about 25 kg when it's full. Well, that was an interesting little exercise. Parked up in Vlorë in some random car park. But look, we're right near the beach. Helen and I are about to go for a walk to said beach and see if we can't find somewhere to have a sneaky little aperol or wine or beer or something. A drink of some alcoholic description.
So we both had an adventure getting to Vlorë to start with, I think.
Yeah.
We did get separated on the road trip. And
I got like halfway to that airport and I'm like, shit, where's Helen? I thought, God, don't tell me a van's broken down already. Helen has a bit of history. Kenny has a little history, not Helen, Kenny, the van. Kenny the camper. But look at this, it's beautiful. It's quite chilly this afternoon. So it'll be only about 13 or 14 degrees, I guess. Hopefully tomorrow we get like a nice sunny day. I think it's supposed to be 17 or something. Success! We found somewhere for an Aperol. Oh my God, here we are in Vlorë. Look at this. It's a beautiful day. Well, Helen's wearing a coat. I don't know why. I'm dressed like summer. I'm even wearing thongs. And we're going to go for a walk on the beach. And what's pretty cool here is there's this big wide walking path and even a bike path along here. Not that I have a bike, I wish I did. So we're constantly hearing about how beautiful these beaches are in Albania. Now, of course, we're from Australia, so our standards are very high. I'm going to go put my feet in the water. Oh. Somehow it does feel a little bit warmer than it did in Sicily, but probably not really that much. I'm pretty sure that all the beaches along here are privately owned, so in the summer this whole sandy area would be lined with beach lounges and umbrellas that you would have to pay to come down on this beach and use. The whole street here is lined with cafes and restaurants. We were spoilt for choice, but I really felt like pizza. It's about $16 Australian for a German beer and a pizza.
Italian.
Look at that!
Oh, that looks amazing.
That looks amazing.
Oh my God.
Pinch me moment.
Oh, this has been just beautiful. This pizza is gorgeous. A nice beer on the waterfront, the sun on me.
After a relaxing day in Vlorë, who am I kidding? We were both working. It's not all fun and games and sightseeing for me when Nigel's away. I actually have a lot of work to do too. So when he's away, I catch up a lot on all of the editing for our YouTube videos, and I'm also working on our website. So we produce a whole lot of travel guides for the places that we visit. We set off for Himara. According to Google Maps, this journey should take us just over an hour. So there's a tunnel that goes under this mountain that's in front of us, or you can go over the pass. I'm not real keen to go over a mountain pass, so I'm going to take the tunnel. Look at this, where we're going. It's just so beautiful. Tunnel is closed. I have to go over the mountain pass. I'm not real happy about this, but I'm pretty nervous. Oh God, I really don't want to go up there. Well, here goes nothing. Well, it's beautiful through here. Through these switchbacks, still going up. Down to first gear. Would you have a look at this? This is freaking amazing. I actually can't believe what I'm seeing right now. I've just stopped. There's a lookout here. I can't. Two things. I can't believe what I'm seeing, and number two, I can't believe that I drove up here. I'm like so nervous of driving. I can't believe I drove up here. I mean, now I have to drive down. You can see what it's like down there. It's a bit scary, but I'll be right. Well, it's a long way down now. Just gonna take it nice and slow in second gear. Oh dear, sucks to be this guy. This has been quite the adventure. Oh God. I pulled my mirrors in and I had just enough room for this truck to get past. It was scary. I know the sun's bad, but look at this guy with his goats here. Bloody hell, the goats are in the road. Come on, goats, get off the road. Get off the road, goats. Oh, God. All right, mate, you go past. It's so nice to be down from that mountain road. Right, got to find a campsite.
Just follow her. Follow her.
We have arrived here in Himara. You might just be able to see the ocean through there. We're at a campsite called Camping John. This is not John, his name is Agim. And we're just below the town of Himara and the castle. We're parked here in the orange groves. It's beautiful. €20 a night with electricity, toilet and shower. And raki, the national drink. This is Agim, who's running this campsite.
Gazua?
Gazua.
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 Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Oh, that's very warming. That's actually nice.
Oh, you've been giving me...
That's the nicest raki I've ever had.
Yeah.
You make it. Very good.
From what?
Yeah, good morning. Roosters are so active here in Albania, and I don't know if you can see, but up there on the hill there's a, I don't know, yellow machine digging, banging. Fortunately that finished about 5 o'clock last night and it's only just started up again, but it is Sunday today, so they're working Sunday. I'm about to go and fly the drone at the beach.
Hoping to benefit from her drone.
Today's destination is Ksamil at the southern end of the Albanian Riviera. I can't wait to explore this area properly when Nigel gets back.
Can we take the road less traveled? We could get lost on the way. We could spend our whole lives chasing something that'll never stay. We can take the road less traveled. There's no rush in getting there. So put down all those expectations. Just sink in the ocean air.
Welcome.
Chocolate biscuits.
Ah, way to your heart.
Thank you, I know.
Thank you so much. Road trip, we've made it to Surrender.
Ksamil.
Ksamil,
I don't know how you say
which
it.
is kind of a suburb of Surrender. A little just bit further south.
Bit further south.
Bit further south. And we've stopped at this amazing camping spot, and look, the ladies brought us out coffees and water and biscuits and fruit, and she's just lovely. And flowers. It's so sweet.
So you need to use a bit of imagination here. At the moment, this is like closed up like a tomb, but in summer, this place would be heaving. And like, I kind of want to come back in summer to see how cool it really is. You need to pay to go onto the beach, something we have no concept of in Australia, really. And there'd be like little umbrellas and lounges, And you pay something like 20, maybe even more euros a day to be able to just sit on the beach. And while it's nice being here with almost no one else around, it kind of sucks that we don't get the experience of the restaurants and the bars and all the fun and, yeah, all that stuff. There's a beautiful path that we're walking along here, along the water. It's really nice. And I'm just looking up at all this land here and thinking, give it 5 years, there'll be hotels along there. We found an entrance to the actual beach. There's a swing there and everything. It's like, it's just bizarre that this is completely deserted. And not completely deserted, there's one person there. It's our last night. And for the first time, we're having some Albanian wine.
Not our first time for wine.
No, but our first time for Albanian wine.
Where do you look? When you say cheers, do you look in the camera or do you look at each other?
Each other.
Cheers. I'm so confused.
Oh, that's nice. It's called Shesh Izi. Shesh Izi. Shesh Izi.
It's been really cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The people are wonderful.
Oh my God, the people are so nice. Look.
Absolutely loving it. I know she bought us flowers.
The lady whose campsite we're staying at brought us both flowers today.
So we're currently in the south of Albania at a place near Tirana called, I think you say Kasamo. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. And we're parked up in this little camper van parking area. There's a couple of other new friends here as well. And Helen's actually leaving me today, but I thought we'd go and have a chat to her before she disappears. Let's go and say hi. Hello.
Hello, welcome aboard. Come on in.
Bit of a big step to go up to Helen's van. So Helen, tell us a little bit about your story. Like, why are you living in a van in Europe?
Well, the short story is I got into van life because I got into actually racing go-karts, and I bought a little van in Australia so that I could travel around to the different race courses, and then I loved it. I just completely loved being in the van, and that meant I actually had a whole lot of other trips that I would never have done because I had that availability to just go on the weekend, had everything I needed, take my time, not have to worry about accommodation. And then I saw some YouTubers who had bought a van, had a van in England and then bought a van in Europe as like their holiday home. And I went, wait a minute, maybe I'll be able to travel Europe, which is something that I've always wanted to do. It was a way that I could afford to do it. I'm now traveling for a year in Kenny the camper, exploring Europe.
And what has been the highlight of your trip so far?
See, I hate it when you get, what's the highlight? Because there's just so many. It's just every day something else is fun or silly or crazy or, you know, gorgeous or whatever. So having the opportunity and the freedom to be able to go around meeting fabulous people, like the people are just amazing. Everywhere you go, people are people and they're just, you know, trying to be nice to each other, and it's lovely. You get so many, you meet so many lovely people. Visiting UNESCO sites, part of my, I'm not very well planned, but part of my plan was if I just visit all the UNESCO sites, then I'm going to see some pretty cool stuff, and I have seen some very, very cool stuff.
And what are you most looking forward to? You're about halfway through your trip. If you go back, what are you most looking forward to in the next few months?
Well, today I am off to Greece because my partner is coming. So it's been 7 months really since I've seen him. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And he's coming to travel with me for a month about Greece. So actually, I'm really looking forward to having him and being able to share this adventure with him. And it'll be very different again, having somebody in the van rather than being on my own.
Solo van life is very different, Helen, to being in the van with your partner. So it will be very interesting to hear what you have to report back after the next month.
Yeah.
And for my part, I've got about 3.5 weeks until Nigel comes back, and I'm really looking forward to it. Well, Helen, where can people find you? Where can they come and check out what you're doing in your van?
So I have a YouTube channel called Helen Wheels.
I'll link it down below.
That would be helpful. So yeah, Helen Wheels, both on Facebook and on YouTube.
Thank you so much. Well, this is it, Helen.
I think it's time to go.
Time to go.
Oh.
Time to go. And she's off. Bye, Helen. Bye. After Helen left, I spent 3 more weeks in Ksamil, working, walking on the deserted beaches, saying hello and goodbye to new friends before I headed back to the capital to reunite with Nigel. Join us next time as we show you the best things to do in Tirana.